It was only
What type of game is this? Ordering. So it seems like it should be easier, but it's
not.
15.
If you
not,
mess
right?
up a rule, it's hard.
Oh, if you mess up a rule, yeah, that makes it really fun. So we have 7 weeks. We have the 4 variables, which means we're going to have to see more than one of at least one of these, right? Jamaica will not be its destination week 4. Did anyone make it its destination in week 4? Oh, good. That can mess it. Okay. T will be in 7, okay? But T could appear again. There's exactly two for M. There's exactly 2 for M. So we're going to have 2 and no more than 2. And G will occur sometime in between. So you're going to have M, G, M at some point, right? So the dash means that they could be any distance apart, but you got to fit that MGM somewhere in here. A little shout out to movies, I guess. G will be its destination in the week preceding any voyage that it makes to J. So any is if, right? So if J, then G. Did you do if G then?
Yeah.
Yeah, the order of the sentence has G coming first, but G will be its destination in the week preceding any voyage it makes to J. So if you have J, you have G. If you have G, you don't necessarily have to have J. Let me make this a little more prominent.
Couldn't you have 2 G's in between M though? It says at least 1.
Yeah, there's no problem.
Okay.
I'm just saying I gotta get this.
All right,
What, who knows what comes in between these two things where the dashes are.
All right.
All right, then it says no destination will be scheduled for consecutive weeks. Okay, so you're not going to have, this applies to all the variables, so I'll use a generic X. You're never going to have that. Did anyone create worlds for this game? And I thought about doing it on the basis of J. There would only be 4, but you can't really make a whole lot of inferences after that. So you could have JG, 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 JG. All right, so let's do 11 really quick. What's the easiest way to get rid of some of these?
Take a rule and.
Yeah, what rule?
Down.
How about, what's the easiest rule for this setup?
J. I mean T.
T has to be last, right? So that's going to get rid of E, because E does not have T last. How about J cannot be 4? You just scan down, that's going to get rid of D, because J is 4. How about MGM? That's going to get rid of...
A.
A has... wait.
Oh, I'm
A?
sorry, you're right. It has.
B has MTM, right? That's not good. Then what else we got? Ooh, we got the JG rule. So if you have J, you have to have G. That's a problem with
C.
C, because when J is first, you'd have to put G before it, but you can't do that. So that's actually something we could write up here. Say, hey, look, J is never going to be first, because if it were, you'd have to put G before that, and you can't. So, all right. Now, I would skip 12 because it's not an if question, right? And come back to it later. So 13, who's got this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go for it. What should we do?
So I did just tell you.
Yeah, so we put T in 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we know that, what else do we know?
Know that J can't go forward.
Okay, J cannot go 4. We also know that T is always last, right? Okay, so what, if J can't go 4, what does that mean? What did you do at this point?
I did.
Did you start testing answer choices?
Yeah.
You know what I would do? Did anyone create 2 worlds here? How many people did?
You could.
Yeah, I decided to create 2 worlds because I
I
said,
did too.
where can J go?
It can go either in 2 or 3.
2 or 3, right? So I said, okay, well, one world is JG, the other world is JG. Okay, in both worlds, you still have T here and here. Is there a problem with either one of these? Or can we fill them out further now?
You with them.
Yeah, you could do M,
GM.
GM. That would have to go there, right? Up here, what's going to happen?
M has to go
M has to go
first.
first.
M has to go first.
And G and M back and forth.
Yeah, because you can't have J again, and you can't have T again. So it's, could you do 2, you can't do 2 M's, right? Because there's only 2 M's. So M and G, excellent, going back and forth. Somewhere in there, right? Sound good? Now, It's saying which one of the following could be true. Could F be in week 1 or T in week 1? No. Could M be in week 2? No. Could G be in week 3? No. Could M be in week 4? Yes. We have that going back and forth, so it could be. Okay, so 14. D is correct, by the way, for 13. 14. If F makes a voyage to week 1, G in week 1, J in week 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Huh? G, J. G, J. All right, who's got this?
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you recommend doing worlds or just like, is it okay to just test out the answer choices?
Well, in general, testing out answer choices takes longer. I'm not saying you shouldn't always do that when there's nothing else to infer or too many worlds would have to be created. Start testing them, but you don't want that to be your default approach.
Okay.
All right, so yes, go for it.
You put the G before the J,
Put G before J. Okay.
and now you have to put an M between the J and T.
Yes, you couldn't fit the MGM here, right? So M has to go there. Now what?
Then that answered the question.
Okay, one more inference I would make. I would put that M there because you got to get an M in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What else would have to go there actually?
It would either be an M or a T.
You could have a J here, I guess. You could do M, J,
There you
right?
go. You can have two J's.
All right. So, anyways, which one of mine must be true? M is in week 6. We're good. Let's keep going. 15. If Freedom makes a voyage to G in week 1 and T in week 2. Okay, what I'm going to do to save time here is I'm going to hijack this diagram right here, and I'm going to use the bottom of it. Sound good? So G in 1 and T in 2. We know that T is always in 6. So we have 4 slots left. What's going to happen in those 4 slots, Emma?
So J can't be 4.
That's right, J can't.
It's gonna be. It has to be. It has to be 5th.
Yeah.
Because
J's got to go here. Y's got to go there.
if it was 6, they wouldn't leave enough room for M to strap.
Yeah, you got to have MGM, right? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you got to fit that JG thing in between the 2 M's so you get the MGM. Okay, which of them must be true? M in week 3, yes. Okay. Do you guys ever do this where you hijack the bottom of a yes, no? Yeah, just something to think about. Okay, can save a little time. All right, 16. If 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What do we know? M3. M and 3. Did anyone go any further than that? No. I mean, there's so many possibilities, right? You could do M, J, G, M, and then do G and T up here. I don't know. I didn't make any of it. This is where I would go test answer choices because I'm like, this is not really helpful, right? So, answer choice A, could you have G and T in week 4 and 5 respectively? How would it work?
You have to put M, G, and J.
You could put M here, right? Then you could have MGM. And then you do J and G because you need that J somewhere. Yeah, that could work. So that's the answer. We're done. Thomas?
I believe you.
Oh, is there another answer that you were tempted by?
No, I was running out of time at this point.
Oh, okay. So you're just like, sounds good. All right, 17. Which one of them must be true about this? Oh, this is just must be true. Does G have to be in either 1 or 2? No. It is in all of our diagrams, right?
It's a green. I need to figure that out.
But maybe we could do like
MT.
T, yeah, M, G, M, J, T, J, G, or something like that, right? Okay. Does M have to be in either 2 or 3?
No.
Notice what they're doing. They're taking advantage of all our previous diagrams, which do seem to follow this, except this one right here didn't follow that, right? So that doesn't have to be true. G, or at most 2 to G. Could you have 3 G's?
Yes.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that, but and this one, when I was moving quickly, I just left it open. I was like, maybe you can't have 3 G's.
You could have GM. Yeah.
Maybe you could do M, G, J, M. No, that would be
On
good.
16, if you look at that diagram, if it goes MG, MGT, it would be right. Like, not
Yeah.
for that actual question,
Yeah.
but in
Yeah.
general.
You,
So GJ, MG, MGT.
you put an M there and then do G here. Yeah. Yeah. I was just moving quickly, so I left it open, and because the next one is a killer, right? At most 2 to J. Even if you can only have one J, this answer would still be correct because it's still true that you cannot, that you must have at most 2. But it turns out you could have 2. I feel like we saw that actually. Where did we see that? Maybe we didn't see it. I don't know. I felt like we just said that, but it doesn't matter because even if you can only have 1, then it's at most 2, and you definitely cannot have more than 2 because what happens every time you have a J?
You need a G. And then
You
go
need a
6.
G, and now you're gonna have 6 if you have 3 J's, right? That's not good. Not enough room for T and M at that point. Okay, go back to the ones we skipped. That's only 12. Which one following cannot be true about the schedule of voyages? This is one again where we just have to go through the answer choices. There's no way to predict. Freedom makes a voyage to T in week 6. Could it go to T in week 6?
No.
No, because of this rule right there, right? So T would not be good. So the answer is A. Sound good? Questions about this game? Questions about games? Questions about life? Okay.